Hi everyone, welcome back to Affirm Your Week with Ease. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for choosing this video. For those that are tuning in for the very first time, please remember to subscribe. You are welcome to make this channel your home and join us every Sunday where I bring you content that will help you improve your personal development and help you align more with your personal development goals, your purpose. So welcome everybody. I hope you had a restorative weekend and happy Sunday. So today we'll be doing a how-to video. As I mentioned, our channel is changing in terms of the way we're structuring our content this year. The first week of the month, it's our monthly affirmation, and then the second week we will be doing what we're doing today, a how-to video, so that we help each other to be more focused, to anchor ourselves, to adopt certain practices that will really help us improve our overall well-being and our focus. And then on the third week, we will be doing testimonials, or be joined by visitors on the channel to have some discussions on very specific topics. And then at the end of the month, we will be doing a summary of a book that we'll be reading throughout that month. Guys, this year we need to be intentional about reading, because reading truly expands our perspective of different subjects and ideas or ideals or even beliefs that we hold. So reading will really enhance our personal development. As I've mentioned, that this channel is about mindset reset. It's about personal development. It's about being intentional about everything, pretty much everything that we do. So welcome. Without any further ado, let's get right to it. So in today's video, we will be talking about how to declutter your mind. I love this subject because one of the key things that we keep reiterating on this channel is the fact that our minds are the gold that we really have. How we are spending our thoughts, how we're spending our energy in terms of where our minds are focused on determines our reality, determines who we are becoming each and every day, because truly life is what is happening at this very moment. The breaths that we take, we are taking them now. We cannot take a future breath. We also cannot hold a past breath. We cannot think about a breath that's gone. So what is life is actually what is unfolding right now. It is you focusing your mind on this channel and listening to what I have to say. It's life happening for you. So the things that you are focused on every day are very important, because they are the ones that truly determine your lifestyle, your ability to do certain things, how you are seeing yourself, your ability to even conserve what is possible for you to achieve. So we will talk about decluttering, how to declutter your mind, because the mind is that important. What we really value or treasure in terms of the thoughts that we keep thinking really becomes our reality. As I mentioned, we're talking about how to declutter your mind, and there's a lot of content on the internet. There are a lot of things that you can do to sort of, sometimes we call it, distract yourself from the busyness of life. That things like taking a walk, that things like reading a book, and all those kinds of things. You can read more or even like do your own research about things that might be suitable for you, because I want to mention this, the fact that we are unique even in terms of the things that work for us. We differ, right? So I may share with you what works for me. You may practice it and it may work for you, but do read more, please. You're welcome to read more about the subject, how to declutter your mind, and sort of get an idea of other things that are available for you to do. What's important is that I'm introducing this concept to you if you've not heard it before, but if you've heard it, I'm reintroducing it to you for us to make sure that we are intentional about it this year. We are intentional about it every day, because our minds each and every day collect data through the five senses, all kinds of data that sort of impact how we feel. And I won't go into the details of why it's important to control our emotions and how we feel, because we already know the benefits of feeling happy and feeling good in terms of our spiritual clarity, but also just in terms of our overall well-being. So it's important to pause and really focus on stilling the mind, being still. All right, so I mentioned that there's a lot of content, and you are welcome to make sure that you research about all of that and you choose that which is best suited for you. But today I have chosen some techniques that are taken from the book 10% Happier. I'm happy to share that with you today. So I love this because it's really connected to spirituality. And again, spirituality is about practice. It's about, it could be practice in a certain religion, but most importantly, it's about connecting with your God, connecting with the one that you believe is bigger than you, is in control, however you relate to that bigger person. So one of the things that they really emphasize is mindfulness. Define mindfulness for you, and mindfulness is really about trying to focus yourself, what you are doing in terms of your mind in the present moment, trying to anchor yourself in the present moment. If you're having dinner with family, try to be away from technology and enjoy the food and enjoy the conversation, and let it not just be one of the routines that we have, but we really have to be present. When you are reading a book, you immerse yourself in that book. That's why you're reading it, because you want to get the best out of it. You want to interpret it in your own way that is going to help you improve your overall well-being. So mindfulness is really about trying to anchor ourselves or focus ourselves in the present moment, so that we enjoy, we savor the moments of life, because as I said, life is what is happening right now. So we have to be here, we have to be here now. So one of the techniques that are shared in that book is deep breathing. So really practicing deep abdominal breaths. We know that in a day, the human takes about 20,000 breaths, which we just let go just like that. It's not in our conscious minds that, as I'm talking, I'm breathing and all of that. But there's something powerful about focusing on your breathing, just taking a moment and making it a practice to focus on your breathing and take deep breaths. Number one, it helps to relax your body. Think about when you are having a moment of frustration, or you are anxious about something, or something just happened, or you just received big news. Your heart starts racing, and you want to calm down. If you are having that kind of a moment, or such a moment, when you do take deep breaths, it slows your heart rate. It just gradually slows it down and slows it down until you're calm. This is a very important practice, because when you also focus your mind on your breathing, say you set aside 10 minutes a day to just do some deep breaths in and out and just focus on them, it helps to slow down your brain, right? So this is one of the techniques that they provide in the book, doing deep breaths and making that a practice. It's something that you can also teach your kids in terms of managing big emotions, when they're feeling anxious, when they're feeling stressed, when they're angry, before they do something that they will regret or hurt another kid. You can teach them to take deep breaths. Like, it's a tool they can use by themselves when they are away from you, to help themselves calm down and feel better and manage this being that they are, because they really have the ability to do that. So it's also very helpful for us because we go through a lot of stressful moments throughout the day. So when we go through that, you just find a moment. Sometimes it sounds like it's so bougie. It is not. It is a way of life. It is a good health practice. So number 2, they are giving a technique that I once spoke about in one of the videos, which is meditation. So when you do your deep breaths, they could also just launch you into a meditation state. So meditation is not really quieting your mind, but it's more like entering that already quiet place, because in that state, it's something I'm also learning, by the way. I'm not a meditation master, but I decided to start practicing it. It's been over a year now, and I do see the benefits of calming my mind, or rather having moments where I am still and I am connecting with my inner being. The first time I actually did meditation, I cried. It was a guided meditation video, and as the guide was saying, focus on your breath. As you are taking in, your breath, your lungs, everything, you are giving life to your body. That deep awareness of the process that is actually happening when I'm taking in when I'm taking in air, oxygen, I'm breathing in, that deep realization that this is so powerful. This is actually life happening now, because when somebody stops breathing, we know what that means. It just brought so much emotion when I felt this for the first time. Just that immense state of gratitude, being aware of my presence here, was very deep for me. I cried. It was beautiful. Meditation will help you over a long period of time. It really helps to reduce stress, to reduce anxiety. I have not gotten to a master state or stage. I know that over a long period of time, it's just easy for you to get into that space, such that, when things are getting hectic at work, maybe over lunch, you could just find time to ground yourself. If you do that through prayer, that's well and good. If it silences your mind and helps you to refocus, to reset, because the importance of it is helping you to reset, to just have a moment of stopping all the busyness, all the noises, and all the worries that you have, and clear your mind. This is about decluttering our minds, remember. So this has been proven scientifically. There's research that's been done at the University of Washington that shows that meditation helps improve focus. It improves clarity. It also helps you to take control of your mind, because the goal with meditation is for you. It's so that you can be able to observe thoughts, observe noises and sounds without attaching emotions to it. It is beautiful. You just learn over time to observe and not judge, and let it pass. So that gives you, it empowers you to truly take control of your mind. Get into the practice of it. You will try it day 1, day 2, day 3, and you feel like it's not working. Your mind, your thoughts will be racing, as they always are. But with time, as you train yourself that when thoughts come in, when you're in that state, when you're trying to get into that stillness, when the thoughts come, as you practice just observing them and not judging them and saying, oh, now I'm thinking, I'm not supposed to be thinking, your mind will be doing that thing, or am I there now, am I not, and that type of thing. So just always observe, the thought, don't judge it and let it pass, such that you are almost observing it as a distant thought. And as you're doing that, your brain is being trained. Meditation is just like any training. It's training the brain muscle to focus. So you are trying to get your strength. Forget about the cliches that exist about meditation, whether they are cultural or religious. It is scientifically proven. It is meant to help you. It's a tool that you can help, that the other can use rather. It's also exercise for your brain to learn to focus. It helps you to train your brain to focus. Please get that. And then the other thing that we're going to talk about is a simple technique where when you catch yourself as you're thinking about negative thoughts, because the decluttering mostly is about trying to get yourself to let go of all of these negative things that are always chattering in your brain. And maybe sometimes all of these to-do lists, there's so many things that you need to do. You're trying to get yourself organized in some way and take control of the space. So one of the tools they are giving us is to just verbalize the word stop. When you catch yourself thinking about something negative, you say it out loud. Hopefully it's not in a meeting. In a meeting you can do it silently, but just verbalizing it or vocalizing it helps to reinforce the message to the brain, because you really are in control of your brain. So you just tell the brain to stop, and then you try to think about other things. And then the other thing that I'm going to talk about, which is going to take us to maybe the last thing, is knowing your triggers. Know the things that trigger your brain to start thinking a lot of things and getting you confused about stuff, such that you're in a meeting, you're not even able to concentrate, or you're not even able to contribute because you're already clouded. There's usually a trigger associated with that cloudedness and that confusion. So it's important to know your triggers, and to a great extent write them down. Know your triggers, write them down, and as they happen, try not to immerse yourself in that state. If it's a person that triggers you, try not to get into the conversation. If it's a situation, avoid it. You need to be watchful of your environment. The people that are good for you. The people. How do you know the people that are good for you? Because after having conversations with them, it's either they leave you feeling energized or feeling drained. They sap your energy. Those are obviously not good for you. So it's truly important that you know your triggers, you understand your environment, how to engage with those different situations. Hopefully you don't engage, because when you engage, as I've mentioned, it just gets the momentum going like that, and you keep regurgitating the same life experiences. And then the last thing that I want to share from this book is trying to distract yourself from a negative thought. This may be challenging because, like I said, sometimes these thoughts are repetitive, and usually they are based on how we see ourselves. Sometimes it's perceived things, sometimes it's half-truths, like for instance, when you tell yourself that you're not good enough, or you tell yourself that you never do anything right, there could be an element of truth, but there could also be an exaggeration. So you distract that thought by countering it with something positive. Counter a negative thought with something positive. When your brain tells you that you suck at everything, you just recall all the good things that you've done, because it is not possible that you suck at everything. It's a lie. So you just tell yourself a better, not lie, but you tell yourself something good that you know for sure that you are good at and you have done perfectly. So whatever your brain tells you that's negative, it's usually not 100% true. There could be elements of truth, and those elements of truth are also things that you need to really be going back and asking yourself why you see them that way, because all of it at the end of the day is about how you see yourself. So counter these negative thoughts with positive things about you, where this is where our affirmations come in. They really, really help to change the narrative internally, these internal conversations that we usually have. So you need to challenge those negative thoughts with the good things that you are. When it's difficult, because sometimes the speed is just too fast of that negative thought, try and use something that is more general, like these affirmations that are really more general, like everything is always working out for me. Find that statement that anchors you. That is what is going to help you slowly move away from a thought that is disturbing. So all of it is centered around how you see yourself. All of it is centered around the conversations that you are having with yourself every day. This background noise that's always playing in our heads. We always are living in a virtual space. We're always talking ourselves, creating things. You need to understand what are those things that you're saying, because they are the lens through which you view life, you respond to situations, you see people, you hold whatever belief you hold about different subjects are usually based on all of the things that you've made up in your head. So what are those things that you've made up in your head? Are they serving you? Where you are right now, are you happy? If you're not, challenge your beliefs, challenge your beliefs, challenge your beliefs about money, challenge your beliefs about relationships until you are happy. Once you start seeing things that make you happy, then do more of them. Do more of them. So those are the things that I've just extracted for us on our first how-to video, how to declutter your mind. Again, I want to encourage you to go out, read, find some materials that will talk more about decluttering your mind, so that at least most of the time, the things that are in here, the things that you're thinking about, are things that are soothing to you, because now you understand that whatever you think, as a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you think, you are drawn to that. So you will keep attracting the things that matter to you in terms of what you're thinking. What matters to you is what you're always thinking about. It's not what you say, it's what you are always thinking about and what you're feeling. If you're really into gossip, that's what matters to you. You'll be getting conversations and people updating you about gossip. You'll be getting invites from people that will reinforce that indeed you love gossip. So whatever you value will keep coming back to you. If you are inadequate, if you don't feel that you're good enough, you will keep attracting people that will make you feel even more that you aren't good enough. So all of it is truly about how you see yourself. The things that you're always talking about at this background stage. So challenge whatever is going on in here. Think about what it is that you're always occupied with, because when you really get into that and look at your life, the different aspects of your life, you will see that all your life is reinforcing what you are already believing. So that's it for our how-to video. I hope that it was beneficial for you, and like I said, please do your reading, practice some of these things, try them. They will not dampen your spirit, they will not move you away from who you are. If anything, they will strengthen and anchor you in the things that you already believe in. And like I said, if you don't like what is happening around you, challenge your beliefs, because the people that are around you have been attracted in some way and to a great extent by you. The situations, like people that are takers, for instance, it's because you have a spirit of overgiving. You're compensating for relationships because you're feeling you're not enough, you're not good enough. So try and challenge your own internal beliefs. Guys, until we meet again next week, I just want to wish you a very productive week ahead. I hope that God will keep you. I believe that God will keep you until we meet again. I wish you all a very productive week. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Remember to subscribe. Remember to be a part of this family. Thank you, guys. Thank you.